What's up everybody, AG here, and today is a Saturday unlike any other Saturday where I'm going to completely rewrite the entire history of the world. But that's impossible. So something that's a little bit more possible is me asking you guys, how do you feel about the current meta? How do you feel about the champions that are getting banned currently? Do you even follow the meta? For me personally, I actually do not follow the meta because my best champion at the moment is Zyra, and Zyra is most definitely not a part of the meta whatsoever. That, and I also play a lot of brand support, who is also considerably not as meta as another support would. Like currently I've been seeing a lot of Alistar, there's been a lot of Tahm Kench bans, which Tahm Kench can basically go jungle, top, wherever you want him to go, he's probably going to do okay. But do you even feel it's necessary to just follow the meta? It's like, oh, this champion is so great, this champion's going to do so well, but you have no experience playing the champion. But just because you have no experience, does that mean you're going to do well? Some people may argue that yes, some people may argue no, but I want to hear your opinion in a comment below about that. Aside from that, I'm also curious to know which champion would you like for me to use in my next MP4 series. So far I've done Bard, Ezreal, and Jhin. I've done Bard support, I've done Ezreal support, and I've done a little skit about Jhin that was in sort of an anime-esque sort of Tristana versus Jhin sort of deal, and it was pretty funny. But I want to do something different for the next champion. I'm not sure which champion which to do, so I want you guys to actually fill me in on what you would like to see for the next MP4 series champion. Aside from that, I'm very curious to hear your ideas about what champions you play in this current meta. So let's say I just hit platinum on one of my Smurf accounts, and I've been playing strictly Brandon Zyra support, and I've been doing great because I just like playing AP mages bot lane, since it's one of those champions where, let's say your AD carry doesn't do too well, but you're doing okay, you're still going to do a whole lot of damage and make up for the AD carry. Or the other part of that is if you have an all ADC team, or if you have an all attack damage team, and then you have a very strong AP bot lane, then that's your damage. Then you don't have to worry about building any special extra damage to help deal enough to get the enemy team off their high horse and thinking that, oh yeah, we can just build straight armor and be okay against this team. But no, you got a Zyra that's hitting you in the face for exponential amounts of damage every 2 seconds. Again, I just want to hear your opinions in the comments below about what you think are probably the best champions that you play personally, that you would play in League of Legends for ranked or in normal games that aren't necessarily meta. If you do confirm the meta, what do you think is best about it? Do you think that there's any ways to change the meta? Do you think you should ever make differences and try to be like, let's think about this item on this champion and how it would be a better item, or what better build could we possibly potentially do on this champion? Because a lot of my builds with Zyra, they change depending on who I'm fighting. Like if I'm going up against a Master Yi, I'm not going to get Rylai's because it's just pointless. If you can't slow the champion, your objective is survivability, so it'd be much better and more beneficial to probably go for something that can help you stay alive, as opposed to a Rylai's that isn't going to help as much. Yeah, it's probably the whole point of the Rylai's is to slow, but you could get a Rod of Ages, you could get a Zhonya's, and that's 2 very significant items. You could even probably get 2 Rod of Ages if you were crazy enough, but even with that, there's so many different build options with Zyra and Brand, and I'll get more into that later with another series that I'd like to start for League of Legends, where I'm not going to reveal it yet, but it should be a very informative and interesting thing for you guys to see about every champion in League of Legends that may be current meta or potentially new meta based on their kits and the items in the game currently. But for now, guys, as always, I'm very happy to see what you guys have to say, and of course I will see you guys in the next episode of whatever it is I decide to do. Alright, peace.